The windows in my apartment are sealed with tape, a makeshift measure to block out the persistent hum that filters through from next door. It's a soft drone, almost soothing at first, but after weeks of sleeping fitfully, I've grown attuned to its disquieting cadence. My neighbor, Mrs. Jenkins, is always up late watching TV or working on her computer. Her husband passed away 6 months ago. She's been alone since. I try not to think about what might be causing the hum. It could be a defective appliance, a loose wire somewhere in the building, or even just my imagination playing tricks on me. Whatever it is, I've grown accustomed to its presence, as much as one can grow accustomed to something so unsettling. The days blend together in this liminal state. Mrs. Jenkins and I exchange pleasantries when we cross paths, but there's a wariness between us that doesn't quite dissipate. She mentions her husband often, in a tone that suggests both nostalgia and unease. Her eyes flicker with something like guilt whenever she talks about him. This morning, I found a piece of paper slipped under my door. "I'm trying to fix the hum," it read. No signature. The handwriting looked familiar, Mrs. Jenkins perhaps? But I couldn't shake off the feeling that someone else had written those words in her hand. As I went about my day, I noticed more little things out of place, a misplaced book on my shelf, an open jar of coffee beans on the counter, neither of which I use. My mind started to wander down dark paths: theft, surveillance, manipulation. It's easy to imagine someone watching me from next door, studying my every move. Last night, I found myself drawn to the tape sealing Mrs. Jenkins' windows, wondering if there was a way to remove it without her noticing. The thought sent a shiver down my spine. I quickly pushed it aside, telling myself I was just being paranoid. This evening, as I watched TV from across the room, I felt something, almost imperceptible, change in the hum's pitch. A slight variation in tone, like someone had shifted the needle on a record player. My eyes snapped towards Mrs. Jenkins' apartment, and I saw her standing at the window, staring out into the darkness. As I watched, transfixed, she raised one hand toward me. The fingers were extended, as if beckoning, or warning. In that instant, I realized the horrifying truth. My neighbor had been trying to communicate with me all along, using the hum as a medium. And what I'd been hearing wasn't just a faulty appliance, it was her attempt to convey a message. My heart racing, I stood up from the couch and approached Mrs. Jenkins' apartment door. She didn't move or speak. She simply continued staring at me with an unnerving intensity. My hand trembled as I reached for the handle, about to push open the door and confront whatever was going on next door.